Alright, so we got the data mines here for the legendary Black Knight. So we can go ahead and take a look at that. Peep the boy's stats and banes and boons and what have you. Also, we have some interesting information here regarding the fact that he was apparently supposed to be a mythic hero instead of a legend. I don't know. We'll dive into that in a moment, but why don't we start over here with the stats as we typically do. So our legendary Burger King over here, let's also grab the calculator. Make sure we can get his BST here. So 47 HP. We got 49 attack. We got 16 speed. That's very atypical of Burger King units. Typically what they do with him is they actually give him a lot of speed, as we've seen on the Winter one, the Grand Hero Battle one, as well as Zelgius. They like to give this guy needless amounts of speed. They did not do that this time, and they buffed up his res. Now, I was actually worried his stats were going to suck because of that. But that is not the case, so it's not even a concern. Alright, then he's got 49 defense and 46 res, way higher res than typical for Black Knight. 207 BST overall, although he's going to score 215 from his BST increase from the pair-up skill. So, yeah, his BST doesn't really matter, although it is pretty high. Okay, now for Boons and Banes here, let's see. Alright, looks like we got minus HP. We got plus attack. And that is all. Okay, so just minus HP plus attack, sure. Would have been nice to get plus defense or plus res, but what are you going to do? So, yeah, this guy, he seems really good. Obviously, he's granting 2 brand new status effects, as if granting 1 brand new status effect on these new units wasn't good enough. So now we get Imbue and we get Reflex. Both are pretty good statuses, right? So, like, the first one, Imbue, is essentially just Breath of Life 4 as a status effect. So that can actually diminish the need to run that as a support on your team. It may even diminish the need to run Haith Rune, if I think about it, because you combine that with Reflex. Reflex is giving you 7 flat DR on the enemy's first attack and Brave attack, and Divine Nectar gives you the 20 HP healing and then also 10 flat DR. I mean, with Imbue and Reflex, you're basically getting everything you would get out of Divine Nectar, with the exception of the bonus action from using an assist skill. So, I mean, maybe this guy could replace Haith Rune on defenses. What's good is the optimization of running him, because he also doubles as being a save unit, and he's a really damn good one at that. So, yeah, he's really good, and he's most definitely worthwhile to summon. He also has a new fodder skill, which is Distant Form. So I think those are going to be the new go-to distant skills if you're trying to go for those, as Distant Bonus Doubler has basically fallen off a cliff with every effect now just nullifying the enemy's bonuses. So you don't want to fall susceptible to that, but having allies within 3 spaces is pretty easy to activate with the form skills. And then on top of that, if you trigger save, it's automatically going to count towards having the maximum boost anyway. So, just a very good all-around A skill. His B skill is really good, too. It's basically Vengeful Fighter 5. So, it's giving you flat DR based on attack, and then flat damage based on attack. And then it also gives you, essentially, the Lagu's Friend special jump, where you get -2 cooldown before the enemy's first attack. So, just a very good B skill on him. So, yeah, he's really good. I don't have any complaints. He also has Briar Far Save, which is superior to Twin Near Save or Twin Far Save on him. In the actual trailer video, I erroneously assumed that his special was not going to be able to proc the damage reduction more than once, which it actually does. It procs basically every time. So, yeah, I got to get used to that, because we started off by getting a bunch of specials that only proc the DR once, like Armored Blaze and Armored Flow and Dragon's Roar and so on and so forth. And then now, all of a sudden, we've been getting specials that will proc the DR multiple times. So, yeah, that takes a little bit of getting used to for me, but it is what it is. So, there you guys go. He's very good. If you want to summon him, then be my guest. It's not something you're going to miss out on anything for. This is a little survey, actually, that I found. I want to talk about this in a separate video, though. We'll just, like, do a video of me doing the actual survey. But this is an unofficial survey. It's not like Insys is paying attention to this. Okay, let's take a look now at this information over here. So, if we take a look at the data mines here, this is showing all of the different units. So, like, this would be based on Radiant Dawn here by the looks of it, or I guess Tellius in general. So, we have Mist there. We have Tiamat, who is Titania's Japanese name. Oscar, Alincia, Nephany. And then Black Knight there. And then Wayu, who is Mia. And you'll see here, Black Knight is listed as God, which God is the Japanese for mythic hero. Now, what's up with that, right? Like, why was he supposed to be a mythic hero? Or why did they decide at the last second to make him a legendary hero is more so the question, I guess. And your guess is as good as mine, man. I actually have no clue. If he had been a mythic hero, would he have been offense or defense? I don't know. What would he have been best as, actually? He wouldn't have been too bad as a defense mythic, because, like I said, he could actually be a light version of Hathroon by giving the reflex and also giving the imbue, which is, when you add them both together, it's kind of like a light version of Divine Nectar. And then him just being a save unit would have been really good. But there's also downsides to that as well, because if he was a defense mythic hero, you would not be able to bless him to raise his stats. So him being a legendary hero, you could just plop him on a defense team, and if it's in season, then he is going to be getting the stat bonuses there. But otherwise, he would not be getting stat bonuses if it's off season. So overall, I think he's probably best as a legendary hero. Although he's very atypical of what they like to do for legendary heroes, which are just like characters that have either been the main character or done something substantial, I guess. It's really hard to pinpoint what the criteria is for being a legendary hero, because we've had a bunch of heroes by this point that really don't fit the bill whatsoever. And if we go way back, we had the female Robin, who was Grima, who was a legendary hero for some reason, and she kind of started the trend of these question mark legendary heroes, I guess you could say. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Black Knight's status as a legendary hero. Would you prefer him to be a mythic hero, or are you happy with him being a legendary hero? I don't know, man. To me, it really doesn't make any sort of difference, but I guess if I had to pick, I would pick legendary hero. So I think they did the most amount of justice for him there. All right, and then here we have just a couple of people commenting. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like there's anything of note there. There's no, like, additional information or anything. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below as to your thoughts on Legendary Black Knight. This is your boy Tacho signing out. I'm going to try to summon him, I guess, but as you guys know, I'm starving for orbs right now, and I don't really spend money. So, whatever I've got is what I've got. If I have to get the Fey Pass, I can. I actually do not have enough to go for a Spark at the moment, but over the course of the next couple of days, I will have enough to go for a Spark. So if I need to Spark him, I guess I can use that as a last resort. But I would like to, if possible, get him before getting up to the Spark, just to try and save as many orbs as possible. So yeah, that's all for this one. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.